Hey you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I intend this video is gonna be such a mind-blowing video for you. I'm gonna share some success from one of my clients, but I'm also gonna talk about a little personal stuff from my end as well. So stay tuned for that. Just a quick reminder, you guys, my birthday sale is almost over. I believe 2 more days left. So if you've been wanting to check out my courses, now is the time. There's a discount on them. I think it's the biggest discount I've ever offered in the history of sales. So check it out. It's the promo code is Happy Birthday Ani. Discount code is Happy Birthday Ani. When you go to buy a course, on that course page where all the courses are listed up top, there's a little area where you could put the code in, click apply, and then go and choose the course. Just wanted to let you know because there's been a confusion with that. So just to let you know, okay? 2 days left. I don't know when I'll be doing another sale. So if you always wanted to check out my courses, now is the time. Also, I always share real client emails and success stories in our community tab. And in these videos, I always read them out. And I also post the actual client emails in the community posts. So if you wanted to check out any of those testimonials, you can. You're welcome to. But yes, don't worry about the date and time when you go to buy a course. The moment you buy it is the moment you get it, you guys. All right, now that's out of the way. First of all, happy weekend, you guys. Happy long weekend. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about not only how to manifest, but how to maintain. Maintaining is so important. I get so many people that come to me that are like, I manifested little movement here and there, but when SP comes in or when the money comes in, I just can't maintain it. I keep falling back into the same old story, the same old cycle, and it's either the same thing with the new person, same cycle with the new person every single time, or a new relationship, or with the same old person, or the same thing with money. Same thing with money, or even third parties. Keep manifesting third parties in, keep manifesting SP out. So maintaining is so important, you guys, and I've learned this through my own experience, through tried and true, all this stuff I teach you guys through experience. Yes, it's happened to me too, where you manifest a little bit of movement and then it goes away, and then you manifest it back in and then it goes away, and it's like this hot and cold behavior, and you just want to be like, ugh, all right, I'm done with this. Like, I'm sick and tired of this hot and cold behavior, right? I'm sick and tired of this, like, breadcrumbs or just things to keep working out and then they go away, and then they come back and they go away, right? How do you maintain? Well, maintenance in manifestation has a lot to do with your self-concept. And I don't mean self-concept just about you. When I talk about self-concept, you guys, I don't just mean what you think about yourself. I mean, what do you think about yourself? What do you think others think of you, those who are involved in your manifestation? What do you think they think of you? What do you think your family thinks of you? What do you think your coworkers think of you? What do you think your boss thinks of you? That is all included in self-concept. It's never just you versus you. And I know you probably get what I mean. Like, for example, you probably feel worthy of what you want right now. You probably feel like, hey, people love me. My coworkers love me. My family loves me. It's just SP that I'm not getting, or vice versa. SP loves me. All these people love me, but at work, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting the salary I want. I'm not getting the environment I want, right? So obviously, everyone's different. Everyone's story is different, but this video applies to literally all of it, okay? So your self-concept is going to be something like this, for example. Like, This is how it's been for me. This is how it's been for hundreds and thousands of my clients. You can work on your self-concept as the manifestation comes in. It's not something you achieve first and then all of a sudden manifestation comes in. Self-concept is a never-ending, how should I say that? Your self-concept, there's always going to be something you're going to work on. That's what life is. That's what being human is. You always can learn a little more. You always can apply a little more. Every chapter of your life requires a different reaction from you, a different attitude from you, right? So but that's the beauty of it. It's beautiful because you can enjoy the journey along the way. It's not something that it's like, oh, here's the list of what you got to work on, A to Z. Once you're done with this, then all your manifestations will come in. No. Why is it not like that? Because number one, everyone's different. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's thoughts are different. Everyone's journey is different. For example, your neighbor may have had trauma, may have had very difficult history, where when, let's say, their SP comes in, it triggers certain things in them that they still have to work on internally, which is fine. They can work on it while SP comes in. It's again, it's not, you got to heal all this stuff and then things start working out for you. No, it all happens all at once. So that's good, right? For example, that's your, like, let's say that's person number one, right? Person number two may not have issues with their specific person. They may have issues with money. So every time they level up in work, they may be prone to getting triggered from like their boss, their coworkers. Maybe something happens as they're leveling up and it triggers them to react in the old way that they used to, right? And we work on that. So that's why it's so important to work on your self-concept, because every time you get movement, every time you get a breakthrough, you may also have a little trigger, and that is normal. A lot of people may say in this community, oh, just think you don't have triggers and you will not have triggers. Well, try telling that to someone that's actually lived through trauma. Try telling that to someone that lives with anxiety every day. Try telling that to someone that has experienced certain experiences that they have not been able to erase out of their mind. So every time they're trying to achieve something and they're trying to have a breakthrough, they remember that, right? How I work with clients is we work through it. We work through it. And when you're finished with me, or like, I mean, I shouldn't say it, not when you're finished with me, like when you choose, for example, to not have a coach anymore or do it on your own, right? After we're done working together, or my courses are also designed that way too, that after you do it for a certain amount of time, you will be able to regulate yourself, whatever comes your way. Whatever comes your way. That's how I design my coaching and my courses, these videos that I share with you. That is the result I want you to experience, right? Because I would never want someone, I've gone through this. I've gone through literally manifesting through major anxiety, major panic attacks. I've gone through not feeling safe along my journey. And I don't just mean safe like physically, like, oh, someone's gonna like rob me or hurt me. I mean internally, like I don't feel safe. Maybe you may not feel safe in a relationship. You may feel like, oh my God, like you always want to self-sabotage that relationship because you're not used to healthy relationships, because you've never experienced one before. They've all failed prior, right? To you before you understanding this knowledge. You may not feel safe getting the actual love and commitment you've always wanted because you've never seen it from this person. So it feels so rare and it feels so weird that you may not know how to navigate through it. This is what I mean, Okay, these are like major things. These are important things. This is not just manifesting a text. This is not just manifesting a call, which those all of course are great, and when you get it, it's great, but you want to maintain it. I don't think anyone is just manifesting a text just for the text or just for the call. You know, I know I didn't want that. I didn't just want that, right? Obviously, if you haven't been in communication for a while, that's very important to you. But after that text message, after that call, after that job, after that raise, after that money coming in, your life goes on and you want more, right? So I don't agree when people say, oh, just manifest not having blocks or just manifest not having triggers, because when someone's actually been through stuff and they've felt those emotions and they have those memories and they can't delete them, those memories keep coming up, because guess what? Scientifically, your brain will always bring them up unless you heal it in that situation and you observe it and you go through it. It's just science. It's literally a neural pathway has been created in your brain, especially for those who have lived through traumatic things. And traumatic things don't have to be so big. Even being ghosted, even being cheated on, those things create an emotional pain inside of your body and also mentally. A neural pathway has been created in your brain. If you guys ever watch Joe Dispenza, you know what I mean with those neural pathways and the science behind it. Your brain has wired now to react in a certain way because of what you've experienced. And until we don't rewire it and we don't change the story and the subconscious mind, you will be, it will come up. It will come up because it's trained to come up, because it's like, okay, when this type of thing happens, or when I don't feel safe in this relationship or in this relationship or in this friendship or in this job or in this environment, ding, 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 my flight or fight mode is going to turn on, and I'm going to feel like I'm in survival mode, because I'm going to remember all these things that happened to me, and my brain is going to alert me that, hey, remember last time you felt this way? You weren't safe. So maybe this time you're going to feel that way too. And then that's where that nervous system regulation is needed. That's where a lot of people have anxiety. That's where a lot of people are stressed out. They feel exhausted all the time. Like, that adrenal fatigue is happening. There's so many things that is happening within you that you can control going forward. You don't have to live with those things. I've literally helped so many clients, and I'm not a doctor, but I've literally helped so many clients get through anxiety, get through panic attacks. I've had clients that literally felt like they literally didn't need to take certain supplements and medications anymore because they healed that within. And obviously they discussed that with their doctors, but your mind is a powerful thing. Your mind can make you healthy. Your mind can make you sick. Your mind can worry you to sickness. Literally, you can build neural pathways to heal. You can build neural pathways for success, for money, for abundance, for relationships, for love. And you can remove the ones that don't serve you. And that's what I literally teach. Okay. So self-concept. Let's go back to self-concept. I had a client, literally this week we met, and I am so proud of this client. If you are watching, I am so proud of you, girl. Literally leveled up to a point you never thought you would when we first started. And I'm just so proud of you, because now money's coming in. Her specific person is showing up like crazy. And she came to me first for her specific person. And then she did self-concept and money course on her own. And she's leveling up in all areas. So what did she do? What did we talk about? What did she do? What did she work on from the course as well? Let me explain this first. When you're manifesting anything, before you work on your daily regulation and your daily self-concept, you first start in a place of maybe anxiousness, maybe obsessiveness, what we like to call, which is coming from a lack place. When you really, really, really want something and you're doing everything, you're trying everything and anything to get it, you're coming from a lack energy and a lack frequency, which what happens is you're putting out that energy and frequency, which is only going to project back onto you more lack. So that's the number one thing you don't want to keep doing, is putting out that energy, putting out that desperation, putting out that lack feeling, that lack emotion, and that like frequency becomes contagious. And what's going to happen is everyone around you is going to start projecting that back onto you. People are not going to choose you in relationships, in work, in anything. Have you ever had like a bad day and you started off bad and you never check on your energy, you never like check yourself, and the whole day it just goes worse and worse and worse and worse, and nothing seems to be working. Things that were actually like set to work out 100% like fine no matter what, they start not working out. It's literally because you don't regulate it when you should, and you just continue with that lack and you keep getting that. I see this happen with people all the time in their relationships. I see this happen all the time with people manifesting third parties in, not being able to manifest more money and abundance in. You got to check yourself, and that comes from self-concept. So first, you want to get out of that. And usually with my clients, I always give homework. I always give a routine, customized routine based on what you're going through and what the situation is. But in my courses, I also give homework too, like just like a head start for you to start really prioritizing yourself and that self-concept. As you level up, guess what? As you level up, that energy becomes now contagious again, but in a good way, in a way that serves you. So when you're focusing on you, when you're focusing on what feels good, when you're focusing on how you want to be viewed by yourself and your family and your friends and your environment and your specific person, and you start taking action day to day to meet that, now it becomes contagious and everyone comes in according to that self-concept. So first you want to check yourself, check that energy, check that frequency, get to a neutral place, and then work towards that. Now everyone is different. Everyone's story is different. That's why like everyone's story is different. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's circumstance is different. Everyone thinks that their circumstance is harder, right? So there's all these things that matter, that are factors on your manifesting journey. But the most basic thing is, how do you feel? That's like number one thing. If let's say you don't want to get coaching, you don't want to get courses, right? You just want to watch this video and take some advice and apply it today. How do you feel? Where's your emotion at? You can literally measure the emotion and the thought while it's happening throughout the day if you are aware enough. If you're going with the flow and you're letting the emotion take over and you're letting the thoughts take over, and you can't even like understand which thought triggered you or what's making you feel that way, you're allowing the external dictate what to do. And in that case, like, you need to do something that's going to get you in that present moment. You need to do something that's going to snap that thought process out. Literally, what helps, things that help you get first clear, clean slate, are literally things that shock the system. For example, cold showers. For example, breath work, meditation, tapping. I teach tapping, you guys. If you're interested, we can do it in one-on-one sessions. I can teach you how to literally, tapping literally shifts you from one state to another very fast. And we did tapping with this client as well, and she would literally feel a shift right away in session. But you can do it too. There's obviously free content all over, like online. You can start tapping. There's points you tap, certain meridian points you tap, and you state what you really want to release, and you state what you want to tap into the subconscious mind, create a neural pathway. And literally that's also another form of like kind of shocking the system in that moment in order to cut the old thought pattern and bring in the new. Okay, so that is what it is: reprogramming, making new neural pathways. Your brain doesn't really care if you're using old neural pathways, the old story, if you keep beating the drum of that, or the new one. It doesn't really care. There's no judgment. It's just like, tell me what you want. What do you want more of? What do you want more of? Just tell me. Like, if you want something new, create a neural pathway, stay consistent with it long enough, I'll push that out for you. If you want the old that didn't really serve you, but I don't care, you're my boss, you know, you just tell me what to do. Stick with the old thought pattern. And guess what? You don't really have to try hard to stick to the old thought pattern because it's a habit of thinking. It's a dominant way of thinking for you already. That's why it's just, it can easily come up. Stress can, can come up easily for you. Maybe lack thinking can come up easily for you. Maybe if you're manifesting money and you've dominantly thought it's hard to manifest money, or it's hard to make more money, or it's hard to win money, those neural pathways, those habits of thinking is just, those patterns of thinking is just easier, so they come up quicker. And like, but you can change that. It's just like a muscle. The way you work a muscle consistently is how it's going to form, right? So that's what we did with that client. We work on that self-concept. We break those patterns, and it takes a little bit of work, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like a one-time thing. You didn't just create habits overnight, right? And the good thing though is the more you work on yourself and the more you get to know what's coming up, the more you identify with those thought patterns and what triggers you, what makes you react in certain ways. Number one, that is so healthy. That is huge progress. You understanding how your brain works and what triggers it. That's the healthiest thing you can do. That's number one. Number two, when you identify those things and you start applying actually what serves you going forward, now it's just a matter of consistency. So it makes the game so much easier. First it's staying consistent with identifying. Then it's now staying consistent with switching up the story. Then it's just staying consistent with the new story, right? And then when you do that, maintenance happens. When you do that, you start being able to maintain results, because when you work on something that used to trigger you and it now no longer triggers you because you've been working on identifying all those things internally, now that it doesn't trigger you, you will never create that experience ever again for that thing to trigger you. Which means if you're manifesting a relationship, certain words, certain behaviors, certain results won't be showing up anymore from that person. You'll literally be recreating that person. Or if it's a new relationship, you'll be manifesting someone that meets your boundaries and standards to a point where you won't be afraid anymore of, oh my God, what if what if this happens? What if that happens? You'll literally be at a self-concept where it's like, bring it on. Like, whatever happens, I know how to regulate myself. You know what I mean? Same thing with money. Like, when you go from a lack mindset slowly but surely to an abundant one, your evidence is just going to keep matching that. It's going to keep matching. And then what's going to happen is your standards will get higher and higher and higher and higher. So if you used to make $5,000 a month, now it'll be realistic for you to be able to make 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 20 and 30 and 100,000. Like, I literally know people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month passively like that, and they used to have limiting beliefs about it. And once they get through those, life is limitless. Literally, you're put on this earth to experience your desires. All you got to do is do that internal work, because the tools have been given to you. The tool right here. You're walking everywhere with this God-given miracle of a thing. Your brain, your subconscious mind, you're walking with God. You're walking with God. You're walking with the miracle maker all the time. You're co-creating with it. But you have a little bit of accountability and responsibility to maintain. And that's, what are you feeding it? Because the work will be done, but what are you feeding it? Right? It's like a formula you type in the computer or a website. You got to type in the website. It'll take you there, but you got to type it in. After you click enter and you accept it, it'll take you there, but you have to type it in. You got to type in the destination. Okay? I do teach you step by step in my courses. Like, I do give homework in my courses. And my courses, like, by the titles, they're self-explanatory. If you're removing a third party, how to remove the third party course. If you want to work on self-concept course, right? Manifest your SP, master your mind and manifest your SP now. Very self-explanatory. But you guys, I just want you to know, like, not just know, I want you to level up. I literally want you to come back to this video. Under the comments, I want you to write down the success you're experiencing. Whether it's just through this video, whether if you take coaching, if you take courses, doesn't matter if it's by me or someone else, doesn't matter. I want you to prove to yourself that you literally can experience more and more and more and more things that serve you, a life that serves you. For example, one thing I also want you to experience is this. If you've been following me for quite some time, you've seen my jackpot wins, you've seen my money successes, you've seen my clients' successes. You know that when I go, I rarely pay for sweets. I rarely pay for, like, getting picked up in a Rolls Royce, getting dropped off in a Rolls Royce. Like, it's all complimentary. Like, staying at $2,000 a night suites, villas, food, beverage, everything being like complimentary has become a norm for me, because I've worked on that part of self-concept. Just like all the other parts I've worked on, I've also worked on this. And a lot of people logically will think, oh, maybe it's because, oh, if you're getting that at maybe like in Vegas, or because, it's probably because you play and they give you these offers. There is certain amounts and tiers you need to reach to get these things. I'm not there. I don't play that much to get these complimentary. It plays out as luck in my reality, but I know it's because of the work I'm doing internally. For this weekend, I love first of all, let me explain this. If I haven't shared this with you guys, I am someone that likes to create relaxation, and I like to plan. In my family, I'm the planner. I'm the event planner. I'm the party planner. I'm the person that plans all the vacations, gets everything ready. I just tell you the destination, you show up. That, like, I love that. I love creating an environment where everyone's just having fun and having the best time ever. It's funny because Amanda knows this too. Like, we talk about it all the time. But this weekend, like for my birthday was Monday, but we're celebrating all week. Hello, come on. I love a good reason to celebrate anything, and to celebrate and to relax and to go on vacation and to have the best fun ever. So this weekend, we're going for my birthday. I wanted to rent a huge vacation home with a pool, jacuzzi, game room, everything, right? And I was literally, I'm no problem paying for it, ready to pay for it. It wasn't even in my plans to manifest this for free, but the person I'm renting the house from, the vacation home from, literally was like, you don't have to pay for the daily rate. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like $1,000 a night. I will pay for it. No problem. Like, it's your house. We're gonna be staying there. No problem paying for it. I don't, I don't want you to go out of your way or anything like that. No, no, no. I insist. You're not paying for it. It's your birthday. It's for a great reason. It's for, you're gonna have fun, and I want you to enjoy my home. And they they are someone that like offers their home on like Airbnb, but I know this person like also in reality, but we are not that close for something like this to happen, like if it was like my sister's place, or if it was like, I don't know, my, like, family member, whatever. Sometimes things like that happen, right? But this relationship is not like that, but I still manifested it because of the self concept I have when it comes to things like this. I always think that, why wouldn't someone want to offer this? I would want to offer it. They're me pushed out. They're literally projecting back onto me the intentions I would have for someone. For example, coming to me with, hey, it's my birthday, I want to rent your house out, like, no problem. The same way I would have the great intentions, I just want this person to have fun, I just want this person to enjoy themselves. I see people seeing me like that. That's the whole everyone is you pushed out. You can apply this in relationships too. But again, logic doesn't matter here. You're probably thinking about logically, how did this happen? Give me more details. And literally, I can't give you any more details because this I'm not even that close with this person. This person just wants me to have a good time and my family to have a good time. They trust, there's trust, and that's it, literally. But same thing with like when we go to vacation, like for example, to Vegas, right? And I get those complimentary, like huge suites that shouldn't really be complimentary because my play and my activity does not meet the requirements. It still is. And why is this? Again, because of self-concept, how you see yourself, how you see other people viewing you. For example, like let's use it in an opposite perspective, right? So this is obviously an abundant perspective. A lot of people understand this concept when I use lack perspective because they've gone through it probably like I've gone through lack too, obviously, before all of this was happening. But for example, do you have anyone in your family or in your life, maybe even yourself, this probably has happened to you, where you complain about not having enough, or you're complaining about something of lack, and then it becomes less, and it becomes less, and it becomes less, and it becomes less. Why do you think that is? It's because what you're putting out, that energy, that focus, has to multiply. So if you're coming from lack, lack has to multiply. So you're going to get less, 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 less. When you're focusing on having, you're only going to double, triple, quadruple that and multiply that. That's why every single guru, every single teacher, I am going to say this so much too. What you focus on is what you get. So you don't have to worry about what's going on right now in your reality. Forget it. If nothing in your reality right now is serving you, that's no problem. That's fine. You can change it with this beautiful tool that's been given to you from day one. This does not require this to make moves. Your brain's not waiting for your outside to change in order to create better for you. You are. You're the one waiting for your external to prove to you that something can happen, and then when it happens, oh, then now I believe it, now I'll work on it. No, that's the opposite way. That's a reactor. You don't look at your life and then react to it and then use that as a basis for what you're going to create. You use this. This is literally how people that they start off with zero, they're broke, they're poor, they become millionaires. The vision they have in here, not because of their circumstances. So many people grew up in poverty. So many people saw poverty all around them for years and years and years and years. They saw a bigger picture in here. They didn't let their external dictate what their internal is going to create. Okay? I hope this makes sense, you guys. I hope this video helps. I hope if this video motivated you, if you took anything from this video, please comment down below. I love each and every one of you. My courses, the sale on the Happy Birthday sale, Happy Birthday Ani sale, will be ending in a few days. So if you wanted to get a course, now is the time. Obviously, courses are always going to be available, but for a discount, now is the time. Okay. If you are someone that has sent a success story to me and I have not shared it yet, I promise you I will share it with you. It's just in today's video, I felt the urge to share this message. I always go with the intuition and what I feel like will resonate with you guys, and it always works out because you guys are always commenting, this is what I was thinking, or this is what I needed to hear today, or I appreciate and love you guys so much. Also, to everyone that wished me a happy birthday in last Friday's video, I love you. You are so important. Like, I literally love each and every one of you. Your beautiful, beautiful comments are so appreciated. You guys don't even know. Like, you guys make my day. And I'm so grateful and blessed to have viewers like you. You guys are incredible. And if you're ever just like watching, I'm gonna get emotional. Ooh, if you ever feel like I'm just watching another like manifesting video, what if I never get my manifestation? What if my SP never calls me? What if they never text me? What if I never get in contact with them? What if I never get the money? What if I never get the health for me or my family member? I've been there. I know how you feel. You will get there. Literally, you are put on this earth for a reason. You're not put on this earth to struggle. You're not put on this earth to just wait for a breakthrough. You can make it here first. So work on this, please. The best thing you can ever do is work on yourself, your self-concept, your mindset, and shift it into what serves you. Don't stay victim to your old thoughts. Don't. I know it's very easy to. Don't do it. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. The other day, me and my SP were literally talking about if you have a choice or if it's just luck. Some people are just lucky. No, I was literally like, you have a choice. There's no excuses. Your mind is working 24/7 and you can literally work on your mind to give you certain results in your life. Everyone has equal opportunity. Everyone put on this earth has the ability to use their subconscious mind in their favor. You are one of those people. And I hope I inspired you. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.